Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're talking all about turmeric, but we're going way beyond just sprinkling this golden spice on your food. We're going to learn how to use it like a precision tool, one that can target some of the most common health issues we all face. So let's jump right in. What if, and just think about this for a second, what if you could take that familiar golden powder from your kitchen and turn it into a kind of biological shield, a shield against that silent stressor of modern life that we call chronic inflammation? Well, that's the powerful idea we're tackling today. You know that feeling, right? The achy joints, the kind of sluggish digestion, maybe that persistent brain fog. It feels like there's this constant low-grade fire just smoldering inside your body. Well, that isn't just some vague complaint. It has a name. It's systemic inflammation, and it's actually a key driver behind a lot of chronic health problems.
So here's my promise to you. By the time we're done here, you'll know exactly how to use turmeric to help neutralize that inflammation right at the source. You'll understand how to protect your brain and soothe those nagging aches. This isn't just about learning some fun facts. It's about gaining a seriously practical skill.
Okay, so where does this golden healer even come from? Let's take a look at its incredible 4,000-year history and see how it connects to the hard science that proves its power today.
For literally millennia, turmeric has been revered. In ancient Indian Ayurveda, it was considered a universal cleanser. It was so sacred it was used in wedding rituals for purity. They didn't call it the spice of life for nothing, and now, finally, modern science is catching up.
And when I say science is catching up, I am not kidding. Get this, over 15,000 scientific studies have been published on curcumin, which is the main active compound in turmeric. So yeah, we're way beyond ancient folklore here. This is now one of the most heavily researched botanicals on the entire planet.
So we know it's ancient, and we know it's backed by a mountain of science. But how? How does it actually put out that inflammatory fire inside our bodies? Let's dive into the biology of it. It pretty much all comes down to this one molecule right here, NF-kappa B. Now, the simplest way to think about it is as the master inflammation switch in your body. When this thing gets activated, it travels into your cells and literally flips on the genes that create inflammation. So where does curcumin come in? Well, it doesn't just mask symptoms like a painkiller does. It actually goes deeper. As you can see here, when curcumin enters your system, it physically blocks that NF-kappa B signal from ever reaching the cell's command center. It's kind of like cutting the power to the inflammation factory right at the main switch. Okay, so turning off that master switch, that has some really incredible effects down the line. Let's look at what this actually means for your day-to-day health and how you feel.
The benefits are just so wide-ranging. For joint health, some studies have shown curcumin can be just as effective as common pain relievers for arthritis. It also supports your brain, it helps with digestion, and it can even give your mood a little boost. It really is a true multitasker.
You know, one of its most exciting benefits is what it does for the brain. Curcumin boosts a protein called BDNF, which you can basically think of as miracle grow for your brain cells. It helps your brain forge new pathways, which is absolutely critical for things like memory, learning, and protecting yourself against age-related decline.
Okay, so that's the what and the why. Now for what I think is the most important part, the how. Knowing all the science is great, but using it correctly is what actually gets you the results. Let's get practical.
First things first, not all turmeric is created equal, not even close. If you're buying a supplement, here's your quality checklist. Number 1, look for an extract standardized to 95% curcuminoids. That tells you it's potent. Second, always go for organic to avoid nasty contaminants. And finally, for extra credit, look for formulas that use the root's natural oils or a special delivery system to really maximize absorption.
But even if you buy the highest quality supplement in the world, there is one non-negotiable rule you absolutely have to follow. If you forget everything else from this explainer, please remember this next part.
So here's the biggest issue with turmeric. Our bodies are just terrible at absorbing it. On its own, most of that good stuff just passes right through you. But when you add a little bit of black pepper, something pretty amazing happens. The piperine in the pepper completely changes the game.
And this is the number you need to remember. Are you ready for this? Just adding a tiny pinch of black pepper can boost your body's ability to absorb and use curcumin by, wait for it, 2,000%. No, that's not a typo, 2,000. This simple addition is the absolute key to unlocking turmeric's full potential.
A really easy and honestly delicious way to put this into practice is with a golden milk latte. You just simmer your favorite non-dairy milk with some turmeric and ginger, and of course, don't forget that all-important pinch of black pepper. It's a fantastic daily ritual.
Now, if you're going to go the supplement route, here are the general guidelines. For just overall wellness, somewhere between 500 to 1,000 milligrams a day is a great place to start. For more acute issues like joint pain, you can go higher, but it's probably best to split that dose up between the morning and evening. And finally, a quick word on safety. Look, turmeric is very safe for most people, but because it has some natural blood thinning properties and affects bile production, you should be a little cautious if you're on blood thinners, have gallstones, or if you're about to have surgery. And as always, just check with your doctor.
So that brings us back to you. How are you going to get this golden healer into your life? You think you'll start grating fresh root into your meals? Or are you looking for a more targeted supplement to help with a specific issue? I'd love to know.
I really hope this has helped you see this common spice in a whole new light. If you found this useful, make sure you subscribe, because next time we're exploring turmeric's spicy cousin, ginger, and how it acts as a secret weapon for your gut health. Thanks for watching.